we can each only take so much. Trauma rooted in violence and abuse touches everyone. In ways obvious and some not so obvious. It pushes, it pulls, it permeates. It can stretch us to our breaking point. And for the most vulnerable among us, children, the elderly, and those affected by violence, trauma can feel insurmountable. It can be dangerous and destructive. It can break us. But before that happens, there are ways to let the air out, ways to help those stretched to their limit. Center for Hope's team dedicates their lives to helping over 5,000 survivors of abuse, violence, and trauma every year. Tonight, we need you to be there to empower them to do even more. Empower their patience, their compassion, and their expertise. They can only do their work with the generosity of people like you.
Violence, if left untreated, can metastasize into a lifelong set of illnesses and ailments.
It's a brain response to a very unusual, stressful, traumatic event that tells your body and your psyche that you have to stay alive and survive.
What we've learned is that violence is not one issue. Violence is pretty comprehensive and complex.
If you don't provide ways to address trauma and to deal with trauma, it builds.
We need to be able to respond to trauma as quickly as possible and as effectively as possible to make sure that that trauma doesn't have negative lifelong impacts there. We're bringing all forms of violence intervention under one roof with one collective response. Rather than having it be in different silos and different teams, we're bringing it all together.
Working in a facility that helps address trauma, violence, mental health, all in one building.
A lot of people don't know that programs like this exist. They feel like once they become a victim, there's nowhere to turn to. Being a full-time gunshot survivor myself, they can relate to me.
At the most intimate level, we do mental health and psychological therapy, where we use a multitude of evidence-based treatment to process the trauma psychologically and somatically out of people's bodies.
We can not only deal with case management at bedside, but we can refer you to our mental health component. We can refer you to someone in our PAVE program that'll help you and your family deal with trauma.
Working with Safe Streets and especially under the LifeBridge and Center for Hope, we have hospital responders, forensics for kids, and we have relationships with each other. So whenever we have to refer someone to someone, there's already a relationship established.
We think this is the model that will work throughout the nation.
So this is Manny. We use Manny when clients come in and they are emotional or they're feeling a little bit stressed or overwhelmed.
We hope that we can provide a little bit of peace for them.
We made sure that we built a space that is available and accessible for survivors of violence and their caregivers of all ages.
It was designed with a lot of consideration for what feels right.
The families just feel a lot more welcomed when they walk into this new building.
The kids come in and see the artwork and their eyes light up. It's a little bit of comfort for them.
It's an amazing opportunity to show love to a community.
It's priceless to actually go out there and intervene and you change their mindset.
When you interrupt a negative situation, you feel as though you just helped save somebody's life.
You're walking into the space looking for that help, looking for that support, and we're able to deliver.
And I think it speaks volumes about LifeBridge Health and its commitment to caring bravely about its neighbors and about its communities. Matching up our violent responder teams in the community, our child advocates, and our best pediatricians and doctors to provide a health plan that people will be able to heal and keep themselves from being victims of violence. The building's named the Jill Fox Center for Hope. It really embodies the whole spirit of giving. Her parents wanted to be able to create a lasting legacy for Jill, to be able to help people who couldn't get the help that they needed. These programs, these people, this building, it costs money. Your donation, your time, your commitment, your empathy, is really what makes the difference here.
To donors supporting our work, we are in deep gratitude for your continued support.
I know it's hard sometimes to donate and give to organizations and programs that you don't get to see the work on a daily and consistent basis, but trust and believe.
We love and appreciate everything you do for us here.
The work that we do here, it really does make an impact on the people that we serve and in our community.
Your money will be well spent and well appreciated.
Please understand, your dollars are making a direct impact because all these services let the air out of the balloon.
And so thank you for making that gift and for making sure that the community can heal and have a better tomorrow and find some hope.